This girl just took, I don't know how many shots to the face. Blah, 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 blah. And she just, and then here your dumb ass come. Hey, baby, let me kiss you in the mouth.
Entry. Lily Phillips, a 23-year-old OnlyFans star living in London who describes herself as an English was planning on hosting an event where she would sleep with 100 of her fans in a single day.
How did you get into doing this for a career?
Well, I started when I was at university. Very, very tame stuff. Hand bras, underwear, things like that. Because I was at university and I was like, I'm being a anyway, could make a little bit of money.
What do you mean by you were being a anyway?
That was just being at university. Like, I was just sleeping around with everyone.
But I feel like I know of a lot of girls who have done that at university but then haven't gone on to become OnlyFans stars.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, I just was like already very, not proud, like very just okay with doing that. Like I've just always had quite like a sexual nature.
Yeah.
I just thought I might just make like a couple £100, can get a few rounds of drinks in, stuff like that, just helps me out a little bit while I'm at university.
Sure.
I didn't think it would turn into like my whole career. But I think as soon as I started on the platform, I kind of realised, I guess, how much money you can make and also just how much I loved it. I was just like, why am I doing a whole degree? Last week I was like 23 guys all at once, and like some people would be like, you're insane, like I would have to be paid to do that. And I'm like, no, that's just fun to me.
23 guys in one night is sick work. If she had walls, I'm pretty sure they have been demolished by now.
Lily agreed to show me the business side of her operation. OnlyFans might be what she enjoys, but it also provides a hefty paycheck.
Your moneymaker is OnlyFans.
I started an OnlyFans.
$1 million in a day.
£42,000 in one night.
I'm gonna go get some oysters and champagne.
You have your little ones?
They can cry in a Ferrari.
I'll show you my first month. $13,338.
And can you give us like any indication as to what a more recent month might look like?
I'll just show you. I don't really want to say if that's okay.
I think it's more money than you might be imagining. And you made me pay for the cab.
Women like this are definitely sick in the head, but we also have to talk about the men who are funding her lifestyle. Truth of the matter is, the only reason these women are doing this is because it's a very lucrative business. And who's to blame for that? It's these simp-ass men. I think the problem is we will never have a shortage of lonely, sex-deprived men. And as long as those men exist, there's always going to be a market for women like this. The thing I don't understand is, why are men paying for OnlyFans when porn is free? It makes absolutely no sense that a woman showing ass can make more money than a doctor saving lives.
Received any scary message on here, that like something that frightened you or made you feel unsafe?
Some people's requests are sometimes way too much. Like I had literally last week, like, can you put a bag over your head and pretend to be like suffocated? It depends obviously on the request, but stuff like that I probably won't do. I don't want to encourage it. Like that for me, I don't think that's doing help.
What if someone
society.
offered you $1 million to do it?
I probably would bend my morals for that, yeah.
Yeah, me too. You've got spreadsheets, this is incredible. I can't believe you tried to tell me you weren't a businesswoman at one point. You've got a spreadsheet.
This guy's paid for a bottle of spit in a 6-minute video.
You did what, sorry?
I paid for like a bottle of spit, like just me like spitting into a bottle.
And is he going to receive that? Or?
Yeah, I'll send it in the post.
Of course, she'll bend her morals for the right price. When you do this type of work, you're pretty much telling the world that you really have no morals. She has no principles. The only principle that she stands on is that she'll do pretty much about anything for the right price. Listen, we're all worshiping something. And in her case, she's worshiping the almighty dollar. And paying for a bottle of spit, like, these men are sick. Like, how desperate can you be? Like, this is nuts. The level of degeneracy is just like at a all-time high. Like, I don't even know what's next.
I thought it might be helpful to hear the perspective of another OnlyFans creator, so I reached out to Alex Letitia, also known as the Queen of Southampton.
So, now this is something I've wanted to know all day. Do I call you Alex or do I call you the Queen of Southampton?
Oh, either. No, you call me Alex. Basically, I went into OnlyFans because we were really, really broke. It was really last resort. I had never, ever sent anyone a nude prior to this ever in my life. So I was so naive going into it. I started off just doing bikini pictures and lingerie, but it is a slippery slope and the demand is more. Before you know it, you're having sex on camera.
And is that something you regret?
There's a lot I regret on there.
Do you feel scared that you might ever have to start doing things you don't want to do in order to keep that money coming in?
It is scary, yeah, because people are starting to do the most outrageous things online. I've seen so much of it lately, and I think my daughter's already getting stick for what I do. And like I said, I don't really do anything controversial.
And here's the crazy part is she has a child as well, and she doesn't care about the repercussions of what she's doing, how that's going to affect her own child. Can you imagine how much it must suck to get bullied because your mom has an OnlyFans? That anyone can just pay $5.99 and see your mother naked, doing all kind of heinous, lewd things? That's so embarrassing. All kids deserve a mother, but not all mothers deserve kids.
Compared to all these other girls, and it just keeps being like leveled up and up and up of the expectations.
Well, on Saturday, I'm going to another OnlyFans creator, Lily Phillips, is planning to sleep with 100 men in a single day for OnlyFans content. Have you heard about this?
Yeah, I have. Yeah.
What do you think?
I think it's really sad. I just worry about her mental health. I'm hoping it's a hoax and it's not going to actually happen. I don't know. From what I've seen of her, I think she's like young and beautiful. I don't think she has to sleep with 100 guys in one day for attention. I don't know. It's like medically, is she going to be in a lot of pain? Mentally, you're going to be known as the girl that shot 100 guys in one day. And I think that's really sad. The problem is...
Yeah, there's a lot of concerns when it comes to sleeping with 100 guys. One, the likelihood of you contracting an STD is super high. It's super risky. What's the chances of these guys getting STD checked? And what's the time frame between them getting STD checked and then performing sex with her? Like, how are they vetting these guys? And you also have to remember that condoms help reduce the risk of contracting an STD, but it's not 100%. I mean, we've seen videos upon videos of these P-stars regretting all the things that they have done. And I think this is going to be one of them.
Is that when you sign up to objectifying yourself, it's like you're signing a deal with the devil. Like, no one is going to see you as a human being. It gets to the point where everyone objectifies you. That's the reality of it. You're like the cash cow.
One of the men participating agreed to speak with us after having spent his allotted 5 minutes with Lily. He had flown in from Switzerland just for this.
So I came last night and I'm leaving basically after. I went for the authentic experience.
Okay.
I had pie.
British pie,
pub,
pie and mash. Yeah. How long have you known or been a fan of Lily Phillips?
Since the beginning, I would say.
Did you ever think you'd be able to have sex with her?
No, never.
And today you did?
Yes.
Were you nervous this morning going in there?
Yes, especially when I saw all the guys, the cute.
Yeah.
And yeah, I was definitely nervous.
Were you worried that maybe some of the other guys aren't going to get an STI check? Or?
A little bit, but also I think the risk for the guys is maybe less high than for her. This has to be the most expensive shag ever.
Really?
Yeah.
How much?
200 to get tested, 250 for the flight, maybe 800.
800 pounds, and worth it?
Yes, without a doubt.
How are you?
Ain't no way in the world this man paid $800 to fly in just to hit some coochie. He could have stayed home and paid an escort $800 and got some coochie. Honestly, like, it really confuses me. Like, are your social skills so inadequate? Are you just so inept and have no idea how to woo a woman that you feel like the only way that you can get some type of satisfaction from a woman is by spending your hard-earned money, and not even like to have her, just to borrow her for like a moment? I know the guy said, oh, it was worth it, but I'm wondering if he's going to look back on this moment and have some regrets. I'm pretty sure that he will. I know that she's definitely going to regret this moment, but I wonder how many of those guys who flew in, traveled, spent whatever kind of money to come here and do this, I wonder how many of them are going to look back on their life and say, yo, like, this was some stupid shit. This was dumb, risky, and just abhorrent behavior.
However, we were able to speak to another man as he left the Airbnb, although he seemed shaken by the experience.
Goodness gracious.
How are you feeling?
Y'all see that man's hand? Let me go back.
However, we were able to speak to another man as he left the Airbnb, although he seemed shaken by the experience.
Goodness gracious, man. I don't think I've ever seen someone's hand shake like that, bro. Like, his hand is shaking like he just saw a dead body. Like, he just saw someone get shot. If something affects you that heavily, you probably shouldn't be doing it. It's like he knows this is the dumbest, stupidest shit he could possibly do. But fuck it, my dick is saying yes, so I'm going with it.
Experience.
How are you feeling?
it's not something I'd normally do, but I saw it. Nothing much more.
Yeah.
I think I saw it and I just thought, fucking might as well just do it.
And like, how long did you get with her?
She said 5 minutes, and then halfway through, she said she hadn't started the timer. So she said like 5 minutes from now. She was all quite
So you got to like,
just missed the time.
do you know how many guys have gone before you?
No idea. No idea.
Yeah, like, is that what?
A little bit, yeah, but I don't really know. You know, I just thought,
Are you happy you did it?
a little bit, I'm just a bit nervous really if anyone find out. My dad would kick me out straight away. Yeah.
Goodness gracious. So this is basically a kid still staying with his dad, probably like 18, 19 years old. And he saw that this woman was just offering up some free coochie. And he said, why the hell not? Listen, I know a lot of 18, 19-year-olds who would definitely take the offer if she said, hey, you wanna have sex. But to do this, like, after probably like 40, 50, 60 men, what? I could see if it was just you and her. But the fact that she just got finished with another guy and you're just like coming right after another dude, that's sick work. And look, some of these men are just lost, bro. Some of these men can get women and just can't get enough because they have no dick discipline. To some of these guys, this is just a cool story to go tell the bros later.
Lily offered to show me the aftermath of their stunt.
Oh, it stinks.
What does it smell like?
Like, brace yourself. Brace yourself.
Oh, holy
I guess you actually can. Is that real?
Yeah, he's not good with smells.
Lily then walked us through the process that she had repeated 100.
Hold on, bro. Let me get this straight. Let me get this straight. So when the dudes come in and use their condoms, like they just left like the condoms and the cum-filled tissues all over the floor, all over the room. Like they didn't clean that up in between each guy. So you the dude, you walking in and you're seeing condom wrapper, and you're just like, oh yeah, okay, let's do this. Oh, like are you not like how are you not completely disgusted and grossed out as soon as you walk into that room? Like at one point, like are you gonna be like, yo, like this is too much, this is crazy? Or are you just so desperate for the coochie, you just waiting for your turn?
It's my turn! You told me it was my turn!
Lily then walked us through the process that she had repeated 100 times that day.
Come on in, make yourself at home, take your shoes off. I've got some hangers here if you want to put your coat up.
Nice.
Come on in, where you travel from today? Oh, lovely. Yeah, oh, it's so nice to meet you. I'll get you on the bed, make yourself comfortable, take off your trousers, and we're going to have a fun time. And I'll give them the phone camera, I'll just say, I'm guessing you don't want your face in it.
Yeah.
And if they don't, it'll be POV phone camera.
Yeah.
I'll start usually with a and then I'd say, like, is there anything you like, don't like, any certain position you want to do?
Yeah.
And then, we kind of got straight into it.
Did you do the with a condom on or?
No, I didn't. Condom off.
Okay, but then like once they're having sex, it's like condom on type thing.
Yeah.
She does know that you can get STDs through oral sex as well, right?
It does smell a lot like sex. I mean, and there's Rose. That's nice.
Rose.
And how are you feeling?
Surprisingly.
Ain't no way, bro. Ain't no no, bro. This motherfucker got her a rose. Ain't no way this dude got her a rose, bro. Why would you get her a rose? She's a whore. What you thought y'all was going to have some type of intimate moment? You guys were going to make some kind of emotional connection? That's why you got her the rose? But this girl is not going to remember your face. Never mind your name. She won't remember your face after 2 minutes after you walk out the door. You just a number to her. She don't care about number 42. There is nothing intimate about being number 42 when you're running a train on a chick. You're literally just another notch on the belt. She looking at you like you're content. Come on, bro.
Downstairs is not really sore.
Okay.
It's more just tired. My eyes sting like nothing else.
Why?
Because of all the cum in it. I think I repeatedly said, you come on my face, but not in my eye.
And they just went right at the eyes.
Well, I think like it might have been an accident. But no, I mean, I've definitely seen some spunk today, Jesus. And it just took definitely a lot longer than I thought it was going to be. I think it was when it was only like...
And I bet you that dude who bought the rose, I bet you he kissed her in the mouth too. I know he did. He's the type of sucker who would buy a whore a rose is definitely the type of dude who would kiss her in the mouth. Like, bro, what has to be going through your mind? This girl just took, I don't know how many shots to the face, blah, 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 and she just, and then here your dumb ass come, hey baby, let me kiss you in the mouth. That is disgusting, bro. You're literally kissing man cum. This girl did full bukkake, and you kissed her in the lips. If you know what bukkake is, you a nasty nigga. You a nasty nigga if you know what bukkake is. Oh, shoot. Don't Google that at work. Might get you fired.
14, I was like, I'm not even halfway yet.
Yeah.
And 40 is still a lot of people. Like, imagine 40 people and be like, I'm not even halfway, like, done.
When was the last time you ate?
I had I think I had a yam yam. Yam yam, is that what they're called? A little pastry. And I think I had a sandwich, and that was kind of, and then the rest come. It's not for the week.
I was actually gonna make the joke. I was gonna make the joke that she ate already. She done gobbled up a lot of meat. She done gobbled up a lot of meat, so she should be full. But look, she went there already. She was like, hey, that was my breakfast, lunch, and dinner. God damn. She got full off of man milk. Oh my God. Oh, she is nasty. This woman is sick.
Girls, if I'm honest, it was hard. I don't know if I'd recommend it.
Why not?
I think if you're a different type of girl, it's very like, it's kind of like being a pro in a sense of like, it's just a different feeling. I don't know how to explain it. Like,
it's not like just having sex with someone.
Yeah. Just
what she's feeling is her soul being ripped apart. She's feeling that feeling you get when you sell your soul to the devil. That's what she's feeling. What she's feeling is zero amount of self-worth. She's feeling like, like, how did I reduce myself to this type of actions? Those are the words that she's looking for and that she can't get out. She's realizing that, like, I'm just a sex doll to these men. Like, I mean nothing to these men besides them ejaculating inside of me. Like, that's all you're worth. And granted, it pays well, but that's all you're worth.
one in, one out, like it feels intense.
Like more intense than you thought it might.
Definitely.
There it goes. Yep.
Yeah, 1 minute.
And she's so messed up in the head, she doesn't even understand why she's crying. She doesn't even know why she feels like shit. Like she doesn't even realize. She's like, the money won't make me happy. It's all worth it because, crying a Benz or whatever they say, crying a Ferrari. But it's not worth it. It's not worth your dignity. It's not worth your self-respect.
I think I was when I talked to you last, like I was not nervous. It was like the day before, I was like, oh, I'm so nervous. But it was good. It was more, I guess the interactions when like, I'd have to stop them early and like you'd have to stand on business and be like, I'm so sorry you got to go. And like the awkward interaction of like you feeling pressure to have to make them come if like you haven't spent enough time with them and feeling like they didn't, like, you didn't give them a good time because like they only got 2 minutes.
And that's what's making you feel emotional, is that maybe you think you didn't give some guys a good enough time today?
Yeah, and it's hard, I think, having the interactions with them when they're like, what, you're not going to make me finish? I've come all this way. Like, kind of like guilt tripping me a little bit. I felt bad.
It's interesting. Earlier in this interview, she talked about how she doesn't care what other people think about her. All she cares about is her close-knit friends and family. She said, oh, those are the only people's opinion who matters, and that's all I care about. But now she's sitting here saying, oh, she cares about what these men think, and I want to make them happy. Why? Why does that matter? You performed a service. It's time for them to go. What is this need for male validation? Clearly, this woman has some deep-rooted daddy issues, because this need to validate these men. Why? Who cares? They're just here for content. If it's about the content, if it's about the money, then let them have their 5 minutes and let them be on their way. Who cares if they're mad afterwards? But shout out to Shorty for having really good customer service skills over here. Like, another satisfied customer.
Like, some people just travel so far. Like, I didn't want to give them a shit time and like come away from this and be like, oh, that was shit. I think sometimes like feeling so like robotic. Like by the 30th, you know, like when we're getting on a bit, I've got like a routine of like how we're gonna do this, and like it just sometimes you like disassociate and be like, you know, like it's not like normal things at all. In my head right now, I can think of like 5, 6 guys, 10 guys I remember, and that's it.
Didn't I tell you? She is not going to remember none of these guys. None of these guys. I'm surprised she remembers those 5. Pretty soon, she's not going to remember them either.
But it's just, I don't know, it's just weird, isn't it? Like, if I didn't have the videos, I wouldn't have known I've done 100, you know? But yeah. I think that was kind of the hard part, is like conversing with them, and like when they'd kind of be like, oh, like we've only had 2 minutes or 3 minutes and you said 5 on the message.
Did someone say that to you?
Yeah. And obviously it just makes it feel so bad.
Do you think you should feel bad about that?
I guess when you've promised something to people who support you, it's kind of hard to let them down.
But it's up to you, right? Like when you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, at least she's a woman of her word. She said 5 minutes, give the man 5 minutes.
You know,
yeah.
Have you even processed, do you think, what's happened?
Not yet. God, I won't forget this day, Jesus.
When I decided to start making this documentary, I wasn't too sure of what to expect. I certainly didn't expect to see Lily so upset at the end of it all. I thought perhaps in years to come she may look back at this day in sadness, but not so instantly afterwards. She had stressed to me throughout my time with her how excited she was for this challenge and how this was her fantasy, so to see her so visibly upset at the end of it all was really sad. But my confusion was only added to in the days following our filming with Lily, as she announced to her fans that in February of 2025, she would be sleeping with 1,000 men in a single day to break the world record.
Last week I did 101 guys. Now this was just the warm-up, because in February I'm going to be the first person ever to reach 4 digits of guys all in one day. Yes, 1,000 guys.
Maybe what we witnessed that night was just someone overwhelmed with emotion after completing such a monumental challenge. Or maybe we saw the true toll this career can have on a person.
Yeah, I think part of her tears is the fact that she's just physically and emotionally drained. I mean, when you go through that many guys and, you know, she's dealing with this pressure of trying to make sure every man is pleased, and, you know, you're, like she said, she's become this little robot, you know, because there's really no emotions connected into this. And it's like trying to keep up this facade as if she's actually enjoying this, because I don't really believe that she truly enjoyed this. Because if she did, she would not be in tears like she was, acting like, oh, I'm so happy and it's cool and da-da-da-da. But deep inside is killing her. And I don't think she's just lying to us. I think she's also lying to herself. I think this is just the name of the game. These P-stars are going to have to start doing crazier and crazier things to try to get some type of notoriety. And that's just the society that we're living in now. We're diving deeper and deeper into degeneracy, and that's exactly what this is. Well, all right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and stop there. Please let me know what points did you agree with, what points did you disagree with. Leave your comments below and let me know what you thought. And if you want to see more videos like this, hit that subscribe button. And if you got anything out of this video, hit that like button. This is Agree to Disagree. I'm out.